Hi guys, it is Danny. Welcome to this update video. I trust and hope you're doing really fantastic. So we are going to be talking about what is going on in the realm of weather, especially in regards to rainfall. But also, there was an earthquake that shook Jamaica this morning, initially thought to be a magnitude 3.7 quake, but the official report from our earthquake unit here has confirmed that earthquake to be one of magnitude 4.6. That is a pretty decent shaking, so we're going to be talking about it. And here we've got the bulletin from our earthquake unit. So here we can see it occurred at just around 8:34 a.m. local time, and it happened just around 10 kilometers northeast of Stony Hill, St. Andrew, and estimated to be magnitude 4.6 quake at a focal depth of 16 kilometers. So that's a pretty shallow earthquake, and it was reportedly felt in Kingston and St. Andrews, St. Catherine, and other sections. So it's primarily the eastern section of Jamaica that would have felt this quake. And in regards to Jamaica, I mean, it is very seismically active, especially in the eastern part of Jamaica. This graphic shows the seismicity between 2010 and 2020. So throughout that decade, we see the highest concentration of these little markings to show different earthquakes in the eastern section of Jamaica. So the island is seismically active. We're going to be getting earthquakes from time to time, and that's been happening recently. The good thing, these are minor to moderate earthquakes. We're not getting those very strong earthquakes that result in catastrophic damage. It's quite rare. But the most important thing is to stay as safe as possible and to not panic, because panicking can allow you to make decisions that would be more to endanger life than preserve it. So that's what happened here. And in regards to weather activity, let's go back to this graphic. We can see that there's not a whole lot going on right now. We've got these low-level clouds which are coming in out of the tropical Atlantic, and when they move in, especially for the Lesser Antilles, they help to bring those passing showers, maybe some moderate to heavy downpours at times. Also seen this little cluster towards the vicinity of Hispaniola, but elsewhere it's been a bit on the quieter side. For parts of the Bahamas, it's been a little bit active with some thunderstorms popping up here and there, but overall, not a whole ton of rain across the region. We've dealt with those frontal systems throughout February, and now it's March. Happy March, by the way. I hope that this month is going to be one that is very successful for you. Now, as it pertains to rainfall activity, so this is what our Euro model is forecasting over the course of the next day or so. So a few additional scattered showers will be possible for South Florida through the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. Could see a few showers later by sections of Central America, even in Jamaica, Cuba, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. And as I mentioned, because of those low-level clouds moving in, we could see some rain throughout the Lesser Antilles as well. Trinidad and Tobago all the way up north through Anguilla. At some point, there could be some passing showers, but towards the southeast Caribbean Sea, especially for the ABC Islands, things will be on the drier and quieter side. Likewise for the Cayman Islands, and towards northern South America for the Guyanas, it's not going to be too active either. So limited rainfall, and generally March is often considered the driest month in the Caribbean. So we don't get those frontal systems dipping as south to help to influence our rain, and we've got just a lot of stable atmospheric conditions. So not a whole lot of rain anticipated. But as we head into next month, April, May, and then June, we will definitely have an increase in shower activity across the region. And once more, we are going to be getting that lunar eclipse that will be visible. It will be visible throughout parts of the Caribbean, but especially the Western Caribbean. So Jamaica is included within that. We want to look for the eclipse to the western sky. So you're looking to the west. That's the same direction where the sunset happens. So you can look out later this evening, see where the sunset is happening. It's going to be that same direction. You'll look early Tuesday morning, the 3rd of March, for that total lunar eclipse. Anytime after 6 a.m. is going to be the best time right through sunrise, and even up to that point where the moon is below the horizon and you can no longer see it. But this is going to be the last total lunar eclipse until 2029. So we've got a couple years that we'll have to wait. for that next one. And then this week, the World Meteorological Organization's Hurricane Committee will be meeting, and they'll be having discussions in relation to the hurricane season. But that's also going to be the time we hear about any retired names from last hurricane season and which name will replace them. I think we can unanimously agree that Melissa is gonna go. We will no longer have that name being used for another North Atlantic hurricane, because every 6 years the lists are reused unless there was a particular name that was associated with a devastating hurricane that was retired and replaced with another name of the same gender and initials. So I think we can unanimously agree that that's going to be the case for Melissa. And the organization is going to be meeting between the 2nd and the 5th, I believe. So maybe around the 3rd is when we'll hear officially that the name Melissa is retired, and we'll know what name will replace it. And then the same list from last year with that expected replacement name will be used in 2031. So yeah, and I also want to point out this graphic here is showing the maximum winds of Melissa here at 185 miles per hour. In the official report, after reviews were done a couple days ago, that was actually increased to a 190 mile per hour sustained wind. So that was actually the maximum sustained intensity of Melissa, and it had a peak wind gust over 250 miles per hour. So I'll talk more about that when we have that official announcement out that, hey, the name Melissa is retired. I'll talk more about that. We'll do a quick review of this monster of a hurricane, one that will remain etched in the minds of many Jamaicans for years and decades to come. So that's what we have going on. Again, a quick recap. So we had that earthquake that shook Jamaica earlier this morning, magnitude 4.6. There's also that upcoming eclipse, lunar eclipse, early Tuesday morning. And we will hear some info from the Hurricane Committee as we head into the new week. So that's pretty much what I wanted to bring to your attention in this video, guys. I trust and hope you found it to be informative. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.